It's important that an employee feels that there's a connection to the company that they're working for.
As a person that lives by values, I want my job to also have those types of ideals.
It helps me develop my career. It helps me feel like Paylocity is investing in me as well.
It kind of tells you who you're working for and what the expectations are.
To be able to, look at something and believe in that and try to live and breathe it every day.
It gives people a sense of purpose.
It perfectly embodies who we are as an organization.
The values need to be the voice of Paylocity.
They want you to know what kind of company that you're coming to work for, and these are the reasons why.
Our values really is just another way to talk about our culture. And our culture is probably the biggest reason why we've had the success that we've had. And so we felt it was really important that as new employees enter the organization, they understand our culture. As we go through our performance reviews, that we're talking about the things that are important to us. As an employee moves from one department to the next, that we're all focused on the same things. And so the values is the way to tie all this together and really make what was already happening come alive consistently across our entire organization.
The work that I do involves having a lot of integrity, and living the reputation is about integrity. If we're not going to be willing to answer the tough questions, it takes away the value of what we're putting out there.
One thing people trust us for is that our reports are accurate. There's no leeway with reporting that's going to the government or reporting that's determining someone's insurance amount for the next year. So you have to be able to say, yes, this is 100% correct from all the payroll, labor, HR data you've given us. And in doing so, we ultimately have built trust with them.
When I started 10 years ago, I trained our new hires on WebPay so they could support our clients. But in my arsenal, I had soft skills of communication and management leadership. And then as we started to grow the organization and realize that other departments could utilize some of the trainings that I was doing, I started to grow my reach. I started to grow the skill that I had, and that branched out to teaching our clients. So to me, as we grow, I got to grow.
This has been a growth experience for me, having come on board when there were only 50 employees. Could not have imagined myself in software development 16 years ago. I didn't know what a product owner was, but as the company grew, I was just provided with opportunity after opportunity to stretch myself, to learn new things, to meet people that are willing to teach new things. So I don't think I would have the career that I do if I had been anywhere else.
When I joined in October of 2013, we had about $75 million of revenue. So the business has grown significantly. New tasks, new responsibilities, new areas of the business that we didn't focus on 4 or 5 years ago. And that's provided different opportunities for people to raise their hand and to get involved in things and develop relationships and continuously challenge yourself here at Paylocity.
Think next generation. We're comfortable with change. We understand that if we want to be the best in the industry, we're going to have to continue to develop our product. For us internally, we're growing and we need a way to change our processes to make sure it's sustainable for the long run. If you make mistakes, you're going to learn from them, and ultimately I think living outside of your comfort zone is a good place to be, and it helps me think about my future as well.
When you say this is a new position or this is something that you have to build from the ground up, you're drawing on people who are driven by new things, being able to create something on their own, and having the ability and the support to, potentially fail, but also get back up and try something new. And I know from a technology standpoint, you've got to be able to know that failure is okay and that you can actually get back up and make something better the next time around.
We're always thinking about what's next, and we don't stop with just a status quo. And so when I think about product releases that I've been a part of, one of them has been performance management. This was about thinking next generation with where the workforce would be going and how a modern workforce expects their performance reviews to be handled. And so we came up with the idea of journals. And journals has been a runaway success for Paylocity. It's exciting to see that we don't just stop at what we think the solution might be for a product, we go beyond and think next generation.
It's easy with teamwork to make the dream work. That's my favorite quote. With payroll, there's nothing that takes one person to do this. It's always a different piece that will tie the puzzle together. It has to be a team, and you want to continue to have your colleagues back because we as a team work together to ensure that the client's always taken care of.
The door's always open. We're never dismissive of anybody's ideas that they have just because of their role or their position or their job title. We don't live in that kind of hierarchy. Every idea is a good idea. Let's consider it, let's talk through it, let's talk about it. It's really nice to be able to know that you have that kind of support system within such a large organization.
Being unbeatable together is about working across the organization to accomplish something that one team or one individual couldn't do by themselves. I think Peak, our new knowledge management system, from the minute we started talking about the vision and even the design, we started working cross-functionally with all the operations teams, service, support, implementation, tech services. We included tax, L&D to design something that was user-friendly and would resonate with our users so that we could make sure we were servicing not just people's individual needs, but the company's needs as a whole, and really move ourselves in the right direction.
You know, we earn it every day. This company will give to you as much as you give to it. The work that you put in, relentless pursuit of activity and building key relationships, going that extra mile, making that extra call, ultimately pays off.
You push yourself to be better than you were the day before, and you're always striving for what your personal excellence is. And that's how I've seen my team come up with the right solutions for not only us, but the clients that we serve. It also represents what we do, which is facilitating payroll for clients who are just like us, out there earning it every single day.
Live the reputation.
Growth fuels opportunity.
Think next generation.
Be unbeatable together.
Earn it every day.
Part of the idea of putting these values out there for all of our employees is we want to drive more consistent behavior, and we want to hold each other accountable for that type of behavior. There needs to be that sort of North Star, that beacon, that everyone understands what the business really stands for. How do we drive those into the day-to-day actions and activities throughout the entire company?
The fact that Paylocity aligns with my personal goals as well, it's huge.
It makes us who we are. We should keep in mind our value with every interaction, every collision, as it makes us better.
We wanted to be able to capture both who we are today, but also who we want to be for years to come.
A company who has strong values makes that connection with their employees, and employees feel that.
It resonates across the organization to the people that work here and the people that want to be able to be part of this, because you want to be part of this.
And so our values will allow us to create an anchor for our employees to be able to go back to and really solve problems for our customers and ultimately get Paylocity to a better place. We're always changing, always growing, and you never know what the day's going to bring when you come into the office.